Start off with the Gayatri mantra. Om Bhurbhavassuvaha Tatsavitar Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yonah Prachodayat. Spread over last three terms, including this one, we have been covering 26 qualities, divine qualities, which needs to be acquired. The divine qualities, it will be beneficial not only here in the spiritual world, but also it will be beneficial in the material world also. If you want to have a sustained growth, sustained wellness, if you want to have, you need to acquire these divine qualities, 26 divine qualities as mentioned by Sri Krishna. And it says, Devi Sampad Vimokshaya. This divine wealth helps you to become free. If you, on the contrary, if you acquire the demonic qualities, it will bind you down, it will pull you down. The 26 qualities, repeat after me that we will cover all 26 qualities. Abhayam Satva Samshuddi.
Abhayam Satva Samshuddi.
Jnana Yoga Vyavastiti.
Jnana Yoga Vyavastiti.
Danam Damascha Yajnascha.
Danam Damascha Yajnascha.
Swadyaya Tapa Arjavam.
Swadyaya Tapa Arjavam.
Ahimsa Satyamakroda.
Ahimsa Satyamakroda.
Tyaga Shantirapaishunam.
Tyaga Shantirapaishunam.
Daya Bhuteshu Aloluptvam.
Daya Bhuteshu Aloluptvam.
Mardavam Hrirachapalam.
Madhavam Dhirachapalam.
Tejakshama Dhriti Shaucha.
Tejakshama Dhriti Shaucha.
Adroho na Atimanita.
Adroho na Atimanita.
Bhavanta Sampadam Devi.
Bhavanta Sampadam Devi.
Abhijatasya Bharata.
Abhijatasya Bharata.
The wealth, everyone is working towards acquiring the wealth. One is the material wealth and the spiritual wealth. Material wealth is perishable wealth, and whereas the Bhavanta Sampadam Devi, this Sampat, this wealth, divine wealth, Bhavanta Sampadam Devi, this is an inexhaustible wealth. Bhavanta Sampadam Devi, Abhijatasya Bharata. Devi, why we had to acquire this one? Devi Sampad Vimokshaya Nibandhaya Asuri Mata. The divine wealth, by acquiring that one, mind becomes free. You feel freedom, you get the freedom within. On the contrary, if you acquire the demonic wealth, it will bind you and pull you down. And Sri Krishna says, you have been listening to this one because you already have this quality. Otherwise, you would not be listening to this one. Through Arjuna, he is telling all of us, all of us have these qualities. All we have to do is sharpen these ones. By sharpening these divine qualities, it will help us get liberated and gets us free. And first it talks about Abhayam, be free, fearless. And all our life we fret with, exist on fear. At work also we are scared. Whether will I upset my boss? If I say something, will I lose my job? I know at work also or somewhere I am too scared to open my mouth. If I open, I may lose my job. And it says, if you are working in a place fret with fear, your inner blossoming doesn't happen. Best in you won't come out. Your whole life, you are working in that condition, and whole life has passed without giving an opportunity for inner blossoming. The purpose of this life is to inner blossoming has to happen. if I can't express my view, opinion to my boss, or wherever at home, or other place, world is a huge opportunity is there. It's not only one. Open up your mind, you will find another opportunity. Whatever we are doing, we are not working only for money. Money is a byproduct. Inner joy should be there. We should be happy where we are working also. And that platform, we have to find that platform. Wherever that platform is available, so that I can express my being, my inner unfoldment happens. That is the place. Shri Krishna says, lay importance for your inner unfoldment. Not the only money is not the only criteria. Money you will get anyway. When you acquire the inner unfoldment happens, money follows you. Abhayam, be fearless. Satva Samshuddi, calm your mind, relax your mind. With the fear, mind won't be relaxed. Calm your mind, acquire the knowledge. Jnanam, it's Satva Samshuddi, Jnana Yoga Vyavastiti. Lead a magnanimous life, not a petty life, not a stingy life. Dhanam damascha, have control over your senses. Damascha yajnascha, all your actions should be an offering to the Lord. Yajnascha, every day, without fail, read from the scriptures. Take the inspiration from the scriptures. Look for the deeper meaning in the scriptures. Swadyaya, Tapa, Arjavam, do the austerities. Endure the difficulties. Tapa, Arjavam, straightforwardness in our dealing. Not a crooked dealing, thinking something, talking something. Straightforward in your dealing. Your life should be an open book for others. Ahimsa satyama krodha. My living should not be a burden for others. I should not be always leaning on others. At home, and when you get up, I expect my wife to prepare a coffee or tea, or husband to expect, wife to expect. Not to expect anything from anyone. Not to be leaning on anyone. Try to be independent as much. Not to, when you start expecting, then demand starts, that confrontation. Not wherever you go across, travel around, and not to be leaning on others. And also it says, when you established in this one, in a old age, it's when you start leaning on others, when you become a burden to your children, when you become a burden to wife or husband, they will put up with you for few days, few months, and after that they want you to go. I had enough. I don't want to look after you. And it says, those who are established in ahimsa, Lord will make sure that you won't be a burden even in the old age. That type of conviction should be there. Conviction. I should not be a burden even when I am old. So that faith, that conviction, ahimsa. For that, I have to live now itself. Not to be a burden for others. When you establish in that one, Lord will make sure that even in your old age, you are not a burden for others. Ahimsa satyam akrodha. Satya, you are talking the truth. Satyameva jayati. Those who speak the truth all the time, they will be victorious. Satyameva jayati. Ahimsa satyam akrodha. Subdue your anger. It's mitigate your anger, not to go out of control. Satyama krodha, tyaga shantira paishunam. Your life should be of value for others. Sacrifice your personal comfort for the welfare of others. Tyaga shantira paishunam. Make sure that your peace within is not disturbed. And it gets disturbed if you start negative against others all the time. When you start doing that one, as I mentioned last week, like mud from the lake comes out and you can't see the bottom. Not to talk about, if you want to talk only good about others, you speak. If you want to talk about negative, it will disturb your peace. Don't talk ill of others. However bad it is, if you can't change that not to talk about that one. Apayeshunam, daya bhuteshu aloluptvam, and be compassionate for all living beings. Ask a dog or if you are in their shoes, cow or a pig or a sheep or a goat, they endure their life. They think their life is precious. They give, they look after. If you go to a, now the birds are there, ducklings, if you go to a ducklings, ducks shoos you away. They like their children also. How can I can be cruel to other animals? Be compassionate for all living beings. Daya bhuteshu aloluptvam, not to take others' properties. Now that brothers, they cheat each other and wanting parents' property. See, it's in the family itself. I want to be that property should be mine. It's grabbing. We forget ourselves. How long we are here? 10 years, 20 years, 30, 40 will go. That if you corruption, if you take that one, it will haunt you badly. That what is not belonging to you, if you take that one, it has to be paid back. Equation, the karmic equation has to be settled. Either you will pay or your children has to suffer because of you. Aloluptvam mardavam rira chapalam. Be soft spoken. Mardavam, very soft person. Mrudu, that's a very soft person. Hri achapalam. Hri is modesty in living. Hri achapalam. Control over the senses. Not a very loose person, very disciplined person. And Teja Kshama Dhriti Shaucha. We covered this one. Teja means mainly a masculine character. It's a confrontation person. If something is wrong, confront that one. That also we need to have. And at the same time, Kshama, pardon. Sometimes you can't be very blind to the wrongdoings. If something is wrong is happening, you should be able to confront. And at the same time, if it's a right person, it's a kshama, pardon. Teja kshama dhriti shaucha. Have the endurance. When the difficult time comes in your life, do not despair. Do not go into depression. Whatever you take up, however hard is the path, do not give up. It will make you strong. Dhriti shaucha. Shaucha, up to Dhriti, last week we covered. Shaucha, purity. Purity in your talking, purity in your thinking, and in your kaya, in the body, talking and thinking. And not to use abusive words when you're talking. It says when you start using the abusive words when you're talking, the divine sanctity in you depart. If you want the divine sanctity in you, not to use the vulgar words, abusive words. Abusive words are the demonic expression. If you want to have the divine quality, it's a shaucha. Make sure that you're not using vulgar words. Dhriti shaucha. Adroho na atimanitam. Adroho, not to people. It's maybe putting a lot of faith on you. Employer may be putting a lot of faith on the employee. Or parents have a lot of faith on the children. Or brothers have a lot of faith on the others or sisters or community members. And it's in the society. They have a lot of faith. Do not backstab. Do not, when the faith means they are so much caring, they have provided you so much, not to backstab. It's adroho, na atimanita. If something is going well, if I acquire so much of wealth, so rich, don't be very arrogant. If you have some special skills, don't be so arrogant. Don't be proud of your accomplishment. Things can change anytime. Tables can turn anytime. Not to be too arrogant of your accomplishment. Anytime things can change. bhavanta sampadam devi. These are the abhijatasya bharata. These divine qualities are hidden deep within. Contemplate on these qualities. May these qualities get expressed. When the qualities get expressed, the divine qualities gets expressed, that person gets a divine protection. Wherever that person goes, unseen hand comes there to that person's rescue. The divine qualities, acquiring these ones, there is a divine blessing on that person. There is a protection around that person. To have that protection, it's not an insurance protection. Unseen hand is protecting us. Wherever you go around, in the dark or daytime or different countries you go, you will be protected. That unseen hand will be protecting if you acquire the divine qualities. So that you are safe. And in the scriptures also it says, if you are a wealthy person, very wealthy person, you will be regarded only by your friends and people who knows. But those who have these divine qualities, wherever that person goes, people respect that person. People pay respect. That person gets a reverence from the society wherever that person goes. If you want to get that one, acquire the divine qualities. Repeat after me again. Abhayam Satva Samshuddi.
Abhayam Satva Samshuddi.
Jnana Yoga Vyavastiti.
Jnana Yoga Vyavastiti.
Danam Damascha Yajnascha.
Danam Damascha Yajna.
Swadyaya Tapa Arjavam.
Swadyaya Tapa Arjavam.
Ahimsa Satyam Akrodha.
Ahimsa Satyam Akrodha.
Yaga Shantirapaishunam.
Yaga Shantirapaishunam.
Daya Bhuteshu Aloluptvam.
Daya Bhuteshu Aloluptvam.
Mardavam Hrira Chapalam.
Mardavam Hrira Chapalam.
Tejakshama Dhriti Shaucha.
Tejakshama Dhriti Shaucha.
Adroho Na Atimanita.
Adroho Na Atimanita.
Bhavanta Sampadam Devi.
Bhavanta Sampadam Devi.
Abhijatasya Bharata.
Abhijatasya Bharata.
And we work so hard to acquire the wealth, to give it to our children, grandchildren, but we need a wealth for ourselves. Something which we can take along when we depart. These qualities will be your companion even in the old age, and when you depart, this wealth will accompany you wherever you go. It's an investment for you wherever you go. It is investment that next life and the life after. That person, these divine qualities will be you inexhaustible wealth. We'll work towards that one and try to remember these 26 qualities. Lie down on your back.